I didn't raise my voice when my mother-in-law announced in front of 20 people that my daughter missing the family vacation was a lesson in respect. I just looked at her and smiled. People thought I was calm. Inside, I was memorizing every second of her arrogance, because the moment she smirked, I knew she'd crossed the line she could never walk back from. And 3 days later, her whole world began to collapse. I was still holding the empty drawer where my daughter's passport was supposed to be when she said it, that smug little sentence that scraped every nerve in me. Maybe next time she'll learn to listen. My daughter's eyes were red, her suitcase zipped, her hopes crushed. 5 months of planning, 5 months of excitement, all stolen in one petty act of control. I didn't explode. I inhaled once, slowly. People who mistake silence for weakness always regret it. When I first met her, she clung to politeness like it was a performance she enjoyed too much. She hugged too tightly, overpraised too quickly, inserted herself too eagerly. I didn't see it then, her hunger for control disguised as affection. She loved my husband in the way some mothers do, possessively, competitively, with an invisible leash tied to his spine. After we married, the mask slipped. She critiqued everything, my parenting, my decisions, my presence, always with a smile, always pretending it was love. But the day she hid my daughter's passport, that was no longer about me. That was war. I noticed things long before she thought I did. The way she misplaced my daughter's homework during sleepovers. How she whispered, "Your mom is too strict," when she thought I wasn't listening. How she tightened her grip around my husband any time my daughter and I got closer to him. But the passport? That was her masterpiece of manipulation. The security camera in the hallway caught everything. Her stepping into my daughter's room, checking over her shoulder, and slipping the passport into her oversized tote. I watched it twice, not to confirm it, but to burn her intentions into my memory. I wasn't heartbroken. I was done. I didn't confront her that day. I didn't accuse her. I didn't even ask about the passport. People like her feed on drama, so I starved her. Instead, I planned. 3 days, that's all I needed. I called my attorney, who already owed me a favor. I called my husband's boss, who respected me more than his mother ever respected herself. And I called someone she never expected, her landlord. Because when she sabotaged my daughter, she forgot one small detail. The house she lived in, paid for by our joint family fund, signed under my husband's name, and I handled the financial documents. Her throne was built on my paperwork. Time to pull the floorboards out. Day 1, I had the security footage quietly sent to my husband. No commentary, just the video. He watched it 5 times. His silence afterward wasn't calm, it was devastated. Day 2, I initiated the withdrawal from the family fund. Her rent support? Gone. Her bills? Transferred out of automatic payment. She'd know soon enough when her phone service cut out. Day 3, I met with her landlord and provided documents confirming our revoked financial obligation. The eviction notice was printed before I even left the office. Then, I executed my final move, the one meant for her pride, not her comfort. I invited the whole family, including her, for dinner. The stage was set. She arrived wearing victory on her face. She thought the passport incident was forgotten, that I'd swallowed the humiliation. So when I placed the printed still frame of her stealing the passport on the table, face up, in the center of everyone, the room froze. Her smile cracked first, then her eyes shook, then her breath. "What is this?" she whispered. I leaned forward, calm, deliberate. "A lesson," I said, in honesty. My husband looked at her like she was a stranger. Her sister-in-law looked betrayed. Her brother stood up, muttering something about disgust. And when she tried to speak, I placed the eviction notice beside the photo. "You'll need a new place in 30 days, I added. That's the consequence. She turned to my husband. He didn't save her. He didn't even blink. Her empire, built on manipulation, fell in a single breath. She tried calling me later, but her phone had already been disconnected. I slept better that night than I had in years. My daughter and I took our vacation the next month, just the two of us. She smiled the entire flight. As for my mother-in-law, she finally learned respect. The real kind. The kind that comes when you realize the person you underestimated was simply waiting for the perfect moment to end your reign. And I did. Quietly, efficiently, completely.